What's up, everybody? It's Josh from Thousand Echoes. I'm a day late getting this video put together, and that's because we've just been swamped. I had a birthday yesterday, and man, it's just been crazy. You ever notice how certain songs have a way of almost bookmarking your life? Like, it's not just music anymore. They become the pages of your story. A band, an album, even just a melody. It locks itself to a moment, a person, or even a season that you'll never forget. This weekend, I was reminded of that in the best way possible. My wife and I spent 2 full days in the studio with our dear friend, John Paul Gentile. JP is one of the most inspiring musicians we've ever known, an artist, a producer, and the other half of Fathering Artists with Eric Allen, which I've talked a lot about on the channel. To have him here at Thousand Echoes helping us shape our own songs, it was more than just studio time. It felt like we were weaving new memories into the fabric of our lives. And it made me think about how music has always been at the center of every important, meaningful part of my story. Tonight, actually, I get to go see Modest Mouse open for the Flaming Lips. My wife bought tickets for us for my birthday. And these aren't just any bands for me and Miranda. They're sacred. They're stitched into who we are. Modest Mouse was actually the first band that I ever saw with my wife. We weren't even dating yet. In fact, it was our first unofficial date. We were awkward, dancing around our feelings, and the tickets were given to us by our new management company, who was also managing an artist called Rah Rah Riot, and the keyboardist was dating one of the members of Modest Mouse. So we got to meet them after the show. And as we were talking, the keyboardist for Rah Rah Riot asked us, "So how long have you two been dating?" We laughed nervously, of course. "Oh, we're not dating." And she responded with, "Oh, you will be," which made the moment even more awkward, and it's something that we'll never forget. That night was magic. Something about the music, that show, and the shared moment, it cracked something open between us. Looking back, I can see it as clear as day. That concert was the spark that lit the fire of our story. Now, the Flaming Lips, they hold a different kind of weight for us. For Miranda, they became part of the soundtrack of our early relationship. Their songs were in the air when we were falling for each other, when life felt wide open and everything was possible. For me, though, my history with the Flaming Lips goes back even further, back to my LA days. And it's tied to one of the hardest nights of my life. I had just gone through a breakup that shattered me. Same night, by some twist of fate, the Flaming Lips were playing a MySpace secret show at the Henry Fonda. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but MySpace at the time was doing these secret shows, and they were very cool. My friend Eric knew that I was spiraling, so he dragged me out of the house, convinced that it would help. We were waiting in line for over an hour and just about to give up when all of a sudden a random stranger comes up and said, "Hey guys, I've got 2 tickets. Do you want to buy them? $50 each." We're like, "Yes, let's do this." So we went to the cash machine, pulled out some cash, gave it to him. He gave us the tickets, and we went right into the show. We got in just before they closed the doors. There was only about 500 people that they let in, and the energy in the room was just electric, almost spiritual. After the show, Wayne Coyne did something that I will never forget. He sat at a table meeting every single fan, signing records, taking photos, until the venue shut the lights off. There were still dozens of people in line. Most artists would have left, but not Wayne Coyne. He literally carried the table outside and continued to meet people on the street. When it was my turn, he must have looked at me and saw the heartbreak on my face, because he said, "Come here, man, let's have a hug." And then he signed a piece of art that now hangs in the wall of our house. I walked away from that night forever changed. The music, the moment, the kindness of a stranger, it stitched itself into me. And that's what I mean when I say music is more than just sound. It's connection. It's the stories that only we get to tell because they're tied to our lives. That Modest Mouse show became part of the love story of me and my wife. The Flaming Lips show pulled me out of heartbreak and reminded me what music is capable of. And this past weekend, being in the studio with JP, I was reminded all over again. These aren't just songs we're making. They're memories in the making. So I want to ask you, what's your story? What artists, what albums, what songs are tied to memories that you've made? The kinds of memories that only you carry. The ones that instantly take you back to a time, a place, or a person. Because in this world where it feels like everybody's staring into their phones, where connection feels like it's getting harder and harder, and We're becoming increasingly isolated by this digital prison that we're creating. Music is still one of the purest ways we connect with ourselves, with each other, with something bigger than us. And remember, the songs that you are creating today may become stitched to someone else's life, their story, their meaning, and their memories. That you are creating something that has value, whether you become a massively famous artist or not. Your music matters, and no machine, no algorithm, no artificial intelligence will ever manufacture that. That's the gift of music. That's the legacy in all of us. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, stay creative and stay human. Hey everybody, I just wanted to invite you to download a free copy of my ebook, Songwriter's SOS. SOS stands for Spark, Optimize, and Seek. Spark inspiration with gratitude. Optimize your environment and routine, and seek new experiences and perspectives. In this ebook, I talk about some of the ways that you can optimize your life for creativity. I've got some prompts for you and some exercises for you, but it expands on everything I talk about in these YouTube videos, how to break through creative blocks, how to generate endless song ideas. It's completely free. Just sign up for my newsletter and I'll send it straight to your inbox. Hit the link in the description and grab your copy of it now. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing Songwriter's SOS with you, my free ebook.